right, so I'm Garrett.
Jake.
I'm Kyle the Slick. I'm sticking with that.
Yeah, okay.
Until I come up with a better nickname, I'm sticking with that one.
All right, we got it. So today we're going to be talking about some football.
The draft too.
All right, so we're going to talk about free agency so far, talk about some trades, big free agency signings. Let's go chronological, but big names. Let's just talk about some of the big guys. So when free agency started, who were some of the first guys that signed, really?
AB was probably the first big move that happened.
Well, that was a trade. I mean,
are we talking off-season moves or just free agents?
Go off season. I would count it.
I mean, that's like the only big trade that happened. So like, it's not
that
like we're throwing
Odell
into the mix.
Yeah, well, we'll get to Odell. So
well, yeah.
So what
I don't like to
happened
talk about that.
So AB was getting traded to the Bills.
It was hilarious.
And then
did you hear
And
the whole
said
thing?
no.
No.
Well, he commented on I think it was SportsCenter's Instagram post saying fake news. Yeah. And the day after that, it was not going to the Bills.
Well, it came out that he literally said, like, look, there was something about it. I didn't read it today, but he literally said, like, look, I'm not going to report. Like, I'm not going to show up if I go to the Bills. And the Bills were like, well, we don't want a player that's not going to show up then. But there was some on Twitter today that was like, inside, not footage, but I guess like audio of them in the room talking about like the different teams. Like I'm sure it wasn't too long, but like the possibility of like him going to the Patriots and shit.
He's like, yeah. He was like, oh, how's Philly? He's like, Philly's not looking good, my man.
Did you actually listen to it?
Yeah,
or?
I listened to some.
Well, I know the organization didn't want to send him to New England.
Well, yeah, nobody wants to send a good receiver to the Patriots. That's like the last Infinity Stone, bro. That would have been stupid.
How much did the Steelers lose out without him, though? I mean, between not trading Lev and then trading AB for only a second.
I mean, the potential that they could have got is crazy, but I mean, I don't think they'll be too bad off.
So let's switch into that now. We said Lev signing with the Jets. That's huge. Gonna make Sam Darnold better. He's gonna help develop him into a better player.
It'll help. It'll make his job easier.
Yeah,
It'll open up the offense. Plus, you sign.
And then depending on if you get any rookie receiver in the draft.
Well, if they keep Robbie Anderson with that tender or whatever they got Jamison Crowder, they got Quincy.
Yeah.
Herndon's turned into a good tight end. Like I don't know. I just think it's
developing offense.
They're developing. The defense getting well too. They signed C.J. Mosley. That was big. Jamal Adams is a stud.
So then, all right, at that point, do they shop the 3? Should they shop the 3 to someone?
Well,
and what should they be getting for it?
Depends what they get out of it. Like,
I feel like they should.
I think it depends what you get out of it. Because, you want a lineman, whatever.
There's no point in taking a lineman at the 3, though.
No, not the 3. If you trade back to 15 or something.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so if you really want to take a lineman at 15, there's such an elite guy at 3. Think about it. Say Kyler Murray goes 1. You're getting
Kyler Murray going 1 is almost you could switch that from pencil to pen.
Like
that was crazy. That now the whole Josh Rosen rumors are out.
It's crazy. So I'm saying, considering that happens, it's going to be Bosa, Quinn Williams.
You think Bosa's going? Oh, I thought you were talking about the order.
I'm saying, say
saying defensively. Obviously, you're assuming Kyler Murray goes 1 right now.
I'm telling you, if Nick Bosa doesn't go 1, he's probably going 2 to the Niners. Niners are taking the best available
player. So it's going to be Kyler Murray, Bosa. The Jets still have the 3 pick. It would be like Quinn Williams, someone who'd still open up opportunities for the defense, and then hopefully you sign or draft later on a decent mid-round edge rusher. If you get an edge rusher like Nick Bosa at 3, that's worth not trading back. I feel like just the chance of getting an elite pass rusher, an elite defensive player at that pick seems so much more valuable than trading back for a lineman and some other draft picks.
I mean, it's like you said, it depends what you get for the pick.
I mean,
I feel like them keeping the 3
I feel like at 3...
Well, you also never know what other teams are going to pick.
This draft, defensively, there's so much talent. If you're going to trade back, you have to be blown away by something, I feel like.
I mean, even though you said that trading back to get an offensive lineman might not be the best move with all the defensive talent, there is still plenty of offensive talent that they would be able to pick something up in a later round and still, have him develop and perform at a higher level. I mean, Oklahoma's 4 of their 5 linemen are all expected to go in the draft class.
Yeah.
2 in the first round, then a middle rounder and a low rounder. So, I mean, not saying that they'll explicitly get one of those 4, but that's just one example of the offensive line, depth in this draft.
I mean, yeah, but just going back to what Garrett said, the defense, this draft just stands out like defensively way better than offense.
There's first round alone. I mean, besides if you're not counting some of the quarterbacks that different people are projecting, there's a heavy influence on defense.
There's 2.5 good quarterbacks in this draft.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not arguing that. I'm just saying people still project quarterbacks going higher than some of them should.
It's need over talent right there.
Yeah, but see, you're saying for the Jets need over talent?
No, I'm saying just overall in the draft.
Yeah, but I feel
when
like
you're talking about I'm saying the reason people have quarterbacks going so high is because like the Giants, for example, need a quarterback. They're not talking about drafting a quarterback because so many good quarterbacks. It's because we need a quarterback.
Yeah. But see, the Jets are in a situation where they need linemen, but the talent at the 3 pick in this draft defensively,
it's just so significant that you don't want to pass it up.
Exactly. Yeah. You get such an elite guy. You can get if they somehow get off Nick Bosa at 3. If they somehow manage to do that, that'd be huge. That's a franchise player that you're getting at the 3 pick. Look at Joey. Joey's been huge the time he's played with the Chargers. He makes that defense, and they're saying this kid's supposed to be better than his brother. It's just another cornerstone for a team that you pair with Jamal Adams, Sam Darnold, and Lev. Like, those guys are huge.
Yeah.
It branches off. I feel as though that's just, if you get someone huge like that, and Josh Allen,
in essence it takes away a second from Jamal Adams and your D-backs from having to cover, because hopefully he'll be able to create enough pressure where he's taking time off a quarterback's chance in the pocket.
Switching defenses this year. New coach.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So, I don't know. It's just, if they get someone like that, like an elite talent, it would just be huge for the team. Mm-hmm. That's why I think they'd really have to be blown away at the 3.
To trade it?
To trade down.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, trading the picks with Arizona drafting Rosen at 12 last year, and then now having the 1 overall, people offering trades, and they're wanting a first round for Rosen. I mean, it was...
I'd ask the same thing for Josh Rosen.
But are you really expecting first round? Because, I mean, they were offered a second.
You got to set the price high.
Yeah,
you can't just be like, maybe we'll take 2 third-rounders for him.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's...
You got to put it out there so you bites.
Yeah, it's... I mean, realistically, though, are they going to get anything better than a second? And, I mean, if the second is coming from the Giants...
The Giants might bite on the 17th. Take a pass rusher at the 6, or even some sort of defensive player.
And then draft.
I'm not saying that's a smart move, but I'm saying that's a Giants move.
Take a linebacker?
No, to
Devin
trade.
White's there. That'd be good for them.
Yeah.
That'd be a good pick, I feel, as that.
You're saying trade the...
I'm saying
keep the 6th pick.
Definitely be a Giants move, a John Maher and Dave Gettleman move. Get the 17, get the safe pick with Josh Rosen. Don't take a risk on any of the quarterbacks and draft one of these.
You think he'd trade the 17 for Josh Rosen?
Absolutely. If it comes down to it,
I think that'd be the worst thing that they could do.
If they're trading a first round,
I'm not saying that's a smart idea. I'm saying that's a Giants move.
If they could,
if I told you this 2 weeks ago that they're going to trade Odell, you'd tell me the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right on that.
It's a Giants move. Take the safe pick over the smart pick, or the safe pick over the risky pick that could pay out.
Yeah, well, it has not been paying off.
Dude,
I mean, besides the fact that Saquon practically single-handedly won us our 5 games, besides that, nothing has paid off.
Did you see Eli came out today and said that the most talented player he's ever played with the Giants?
I mean, realistically, his 2 options are him, Saquon, maybe Jeremy Johnson.
Exactly.
He played 1 year, though, with Saquon, so you can't really say anything.
If throwing a rookie, that's a heavy hit.
It made me think as well, like, who has he really played with that was such a great talent?
I mean,
Tiki Barber, Plaxico.
Yeah, I was going to say
those
Brandon
big
Jacobs.
guys, maybe.
Brandon Jacob, but like
Ahmad Bradshaw. Those weren't
he
huge
had those,
guys.
he had those couple of
team.
years and like just with him and Bradshaw switching in and out constantly. It's hard to rate one's full talent.
Asking me on the spot right now, I can't think of anyone more talented than OBJ's played for. I'm sure if we sat down, we could probably find some decent comparisons. I think OBJ's the biggest player he's ever played with, like most popular.
Yeah,
dude's a generational.
Well, I mean, even saying compared to him, I would probably say Plaxico Burress is the closest compared to Odell from the Giants organization that Eli has played with.
Yeah, and that's saying something.
I mean, I don't think any of our previous running backs. I mean, maybe Tiki Barber, maybe.
I mean, Eli. I mean, he's also on the way out, but I don't think he's exactly happy about the OBJ trade. That just makes his job 1,000 times harder.
Yeah,
1,000 times harder. Still doesn't really have the protection someone at his age needs. Let alone his.
He doesn't have the fuck it. I could just chuck it up to Odell option anymore.
I don't know. I think you guys will be okay. You have Sterling Shepard and Evan Ingram, Golden Tate. Like that's not terrible. Those are guys you can throw to. Saquon's a huge guy that they're going to.
The Golden Tate trade, the Golden Tate signing is terrible though because of the money.
Obviously, you don't like the Golden Tate.
It was a panic move. It was.
It's another option. He'll get his receptions still, and then Saquon's still going to get his passing receptions. Like they'll be offense.
At that point, I'd rather just save the money, tank, and get a draft pick. Because it was like, all right, we traded Odell. Fuck, we made a stupid move. We need a receiver.
There's still
big
offense.
Payout.
It's not like there's nothing. You guys still have good.
I think the thing that was worse, that made it so bad, is the fact that they don't sign or trade Collins.
That was crazy.
We lose him to the Redskins, so we face him twice a year now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We then trade Odell when we didn't have the money for Collins, and then sign Golden Tate
4 years, $37.5 million, like
and
28
is guaranteed. Which that makes it so bad that we didn't have the $11 million to franchise tag Collins. Like if people were offering you trades for Odell already, you know they're going to keep offering. So find the $11 million, and even signing our guard or our center, Spencer Pulley, $9 million.
Yeah.
Like there's no need for it.
So now
that's what me and Jake were talking about this in the gym the other day. It's passing on Saquon, because realistically you could have took Saquon at the one and still secured a quarterback at 4.
Yeah, but Baker.
But Baker turned out great.
Yeah.
But at the time nobody knew that.
Yeah. At the time, and then even drafting Nick Chubb, he turned out great.
They drafted Denzel Ward, dude's a beast. But like it all just pieces together now.
Yeah, and now Kareem Hunt has an 8-game suspension, but he can when he comes back.
Who cares? They Nick Chubb.
Yeah, but when he comes back, that's such a threat that's
gonna
Baker Mayfield has that quarterback on top of his receiving core, on top of David Njoku.
He'll still get involved,
and he can still move with his feet.
Kareem Hunt's gonna destroy Nick Chubb's fantasy value. Like first 8 weeks he's solid, but after that, because you don't just not play Kareem.
It's like Sony. He's just gonna be that one that could pop off in a system.
No, like but the Patriots have like a system. Like Sony's still getting solid numbers. Nick Chubb is
but like Chubb.
Because who else is taking James White? He's like that's the as is
they even this thing they're always hurt. But there's James White, Burkhead.
James White does not get used. He gets like 4 touches a game.
Burkhead.
James White.
James White gets
Rex Burkhead is what I meant to say. James White's like the passing back.
Sony Michel gets those goal line touches though.
Sony Michel's the workhorse.
Yeah, absolutely.
Rex Burkhead gets used week 1 and then they forget about him.
They throw in that other. They had another guy, Cordell Patterson.
He's gone now.
Yeah, he's gone now.
They have fucking Jeremy Hill too.
The Patriots.
Yeah,
he got hurt again though.
They've had him. They don't use him.
That's crazy. See, like they just have so many weird like options.
The Patriots are a weird team.
Where'd Cordell?
He signs. I'll look it up. He signed somewhere. I saw something about it.
I don't know. He actually like showed that he could be useful. Like
he's good, bro. Because he's not a receiver, bro.
Yeah. I mean, he was one of those guys who was always just a kick returner. He's like a Tavon Austin or like a.
Oh, he went to the Bears. That's a decent fit.
Like
him
a dollar store Percy Harvin.
Percy Harvin was better.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, him and Mitch Trubinsky would be cool.
To the Bears?
Yeah, went to the Bears.
Yeah, no, they'll use him. Like you could already tell. Like
they run like a makeshift West Coast.
Yeah,
offense.
but they were very run heavy.
Yeah.
Trubisky doesn't throw that much. He's very mobile. They run. They do a lot.
Well,
of
I mean,
option.
They're kind of like
They do a lot of option stuff.
Yeah,
But when he can stand in the pocket and throw the ball, he's proved it multiple times this year.
he's somewhere between Lamar Jackson and Marcus Mariota.
How do we feel about Lamar Jackson now?
I fuck with Lamar Jackson, but he's not going to be successful for too long. Teams are going to
I
zone
don't know.
in that
I mean,
quick.
they're going to be one of those teams that, again, a run-heavy offense. Hit Ingram. Who else do they have? Lamar Jackson. Buck Allen.
Right.
Do they have any
Well,
receivers?
Isn't he Michael Crabtree?
Yeah,
He retired, I thought.
Did he?
And they who's their one free agent that walked that
They lost a lot of people.
he was just signed.
Yeah, no. Suggs left. Suggs went to Arizona. That was
CJ
crazy.
Mosley. Oh no,
CJ Mosley.
yeah, no, he's gone.
He's on the
He's on the
Jets.
Jets now.
Big guy. Huge.
Big man.
That Anthony Barr thing really screwed
Oh
the
no,
Jets
they
over.
released him. They released Michael Crabtree.
Real quick, back to the Browns though,
I saw
and the
something.
fantasy talk. Whose stats from like this previous fantasy season are going to be most affected with Odell
Baker.
coming?
Baker,
To the
1000%. Baker and maybe even Odell, because that's going to open him up.
I would say the only.
You can't
maybe the
triple
only
team
two.
Odell like you did on the Giants.
I
'cause you
was
still
I
got
was going to
Jarvis
say
and
I
Joe-
was
I was going to
say-
say one of the running backs
And you
because
got,
first
I
off,
I think they're going to be halved, bro.
I don't think so.
Do you think
I
Kareem Hunt's going to have the same
Baker?
production?
Baker. The
well,
league
no, that's
is
what I'm saying.
shifting.
Like they
Watch.
might be their
You guys-
fantasy points might be more affected than what we
Oh,
saw Baker's and Odell's were
I thought
at.
you were just talking about like
Oh
who's
no,
going to
not
improve the
gonna,
most.
not
You
gonna-
guys-
I'm just talking about affected the most.
You guys gotta
Affected?
see.
Yeah, probably running backs.
I'm probably gonna say Nick Chubb. I mean, yeah, he'll have the first 8
After
weeks
those
to
8
himself,
games,
but
it's going to be weird.
you also have Odell and Jarvis, who college buddies played together. Like their
I
route
think
running is probably
Jarvis
somewhat
is going to
insane.
stay the same. He's going to be a big name, but he's not going to be great because
Mhm.
Odell's your first option.
Yeah, no,
1000%.
Absolutely,
And then
yeah.
it's going to open up Jarvis, but I don't know.
you
man.
you have Odell.
He's-
You're gonna throw
he's-
the ball to Odell.
He's
There's-
going to be like a Sterling Shepard. He'll pop off some weeks. Other weeks he'll get you 2 points. But that's what he's been.
Yeah, that's the way Jarvis is. That's his role. Like he'll come up in big moments, but you have to look at it. I think that offense is going to blow up because you see the
Offense
way
is crazy.
Yeah,
Patrick
they're-
Mahomes is being used as well. You're going to start seeing these young guys coming
And
in.
even
Jared
even
Goff as
after
well.
he lost Kareem Hunt, he still
Well, because they had what
Yeah.
was that?
Well, I mean, even just you could have a solid running back behind.
Damian Williams was
yeah.
still
But I mean, he didn't
man
you
put
know
up like 40 something points. From
he didn't
fantasy.
slow down at all. He kept the same pace. He kept annihilating teams when he needed to. Yeah, he had a couple of mistakes here and there, but it was his first full season as an NFL quarterback. That's expected of
Dude
someone.
lit it up.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Had what 50 and 5,000.
Yeah, he was 7 short of Peyton Manning. I know that.
Yeah, but
Stupid.
like I was saying, all these young quarterbacks, you're going to start seeing them. They're going to start having to throw. Like Jared Goff, Mahomes.
Jared Goff can sling it. Mahomes can sling it.
Mahomes
Baker can
is gonna
sling it.
Baker, that's what I'm saying. They're going to have to start throwing it 35, 40 times a game. You're going to see that a lot more. I don't think the run's going to be as reluctant when you have these guys, especially with those receivers. You're going to want to throw to Baker, Jarvis, Njoku, these guys. You know,
And they
especially Kareem Hunt, all these guys out of the passing game too. You know,
honestly just the most fast-paced offense with if the Browns just establish no huddle, get to the line, call another play on the fly. I literally don't see them having a game where they don't put up at least 20.
I don't know if
points.
you can do that 16 games a year though.
Well, maybe
That's-
not. I mean, I don't know.
That's
They're
something you
professional
say for like
athletes.
fourth quarter tie game. Like, all right, we can whip this out, but that's not. You don't just play like that.
I don't know. I think they would be able to. The amount of athletes they have on that offensive team or offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, if you just work subs, I guess.
It's not even that. I mean, it's between if you do a pass play and gain 20, 30 yards off of it,
And then you rush in straight to the line.
but you guys have the moment. You have at least somewhat of an edge over the defense. They just got toasted, and you have all this momentum. You keep that momentum going, and no matter
I don't know.
what
It kinda
sport,
increases the chances
defense
for-
is always harder to play than offense. You never know where.
imagine
chances
Cleveland,
go.
imagine Cleveland doing that at home like now. Like,
But I'm saying, like, you rush
games-
that, players get
imagine
tired.
the ticket sales and stuff that went up since this Odell trade. and
Yeah,
stuff.
no, yeah.
Oh,
Like
no, yeah, it's
Cleveland-
crazy.
Like, imagine that momentum.
Jersey
again,
sales,
like, you know what I mean? Like, they're just gonna have
Cleveland
an
has always had a
advantage at
dope
home.
fan base.
Yeah,
Exactly.
they-
So they're just gonna now that they have the offense, like they're gonna have an advantage.
I saw
at home.
something. There was like, I mean, of course, it was just like a fan run Twitter page, but like, they did a poll where it was all 32 teams, and it was like the most. It was
They're
a
doing
bracket.
that now.
It was
I
like a
saw
bracket.
It was
I saw that
like
now.
hardest place to play in.
Yeah.
or
No,
something
it
like
was
that.
it was
No,
one
just
thing
the
I
best
saw.
fan base.
Yeah, it was
Best
best
fan
fan
base,
base.
okay.
The
I
Browns
just saw
won,
that, yeah.
obviously, but it was like
They won?
yeah, the Browns won. It
Oh,
was
I
like
saw ones going on.
I mean, it's
now
not
as
like written in stone, but like it's a good example. And like
That-
you even
no
see
matter
like
what, they every single year, especially like when they had consistent like first overall picks when they were just complete dog
bro,
shit.
I have
They
no
were still getting hyped for every pick.
I have
like, it
no
was
attachment
insane.
to the Browns at all, but I love seeing them succeed. Because
Yeah.
I was like, oh, it was dope. Like this year, it was sick.
Yeah, people doubting Baker. I was so glad that they finally gave him the starting
Dude
position.
destroyed the Johnny Manziel comparisons.
Now, do we want
Oh
to
my
go
God,
back
yeah.
to it and be like, should they have taken Saquon at 1?
I think so. Yeah. I don't know, man.
Now,
No.
Because then the Jets get Baker. That shakes everything.
Say
Or
Saquon
would it-
went 1.
well,
Giants
who-
takes Darnold.
The Giants wind up with Sam Darnold.
Yeah, you think it's
1000%. Jets
No,
get
yeah.
Baker. Giants
And the
get
Baker-
Darnold.
Darnold is more of a pro style
And
offense.
isn't that crazy? Because
Yeah, I
the
mean
Jets,
both
watch,
can
the
work.
Jets
in
would
it.
be in the same situation, only with Baker. They would have Lev, Baker, Jamal. Like it would be
I
the
don't know,
same
that's-
thing, only you have Baker now.
That's big talk. That's butterfly effect. I don't know if you could talk after a whole season you're in the same position.
But all right,
Well,
here's
I
the thing:
mean-
do you think Baker would have been successful enough?
Because that's what I'm saying.
This
Baker,
year
Baker
with
could have
Jets.
crumbled too.
Yeah, no, maybe he
Baker
wouldn't
stepped
have
into
crumbled.
a situation where he took over from Tyrod Taylor, and it was the Browns. He had nothing to lose.
Dude,
Nobody was
Baker would have
expecting
started
anything.
right away. with
That's
the
what I'm
Jets.
saying.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
He got to sit
Would you have
and watch
wanted
it
him
for a
to
little
though?
bit.
Definitely not. But
'Cause
I didn't want
he
Darnold to
said
start right away either. And they
it
did the
was-
same thing.
It was the fourth game of the season where he took over for.
Tyrod got hurt.
Yeah, it was against the Jets. It was I know it was against the Jets.
No. It was the week before, and he started against the Jets. Wasn't that
Are you
it?
sure?
No, he came in against the Jets.
Oh, never
He
mind.
came in against the Jets.
Call from the rafters from Bob.
Yeah, thanks, Bob.
Thanks, Bob. Shout out Bob over there.
And I mean,
Shout out my boy Bob.
And Sabrina. Shout out Sabrina.
Far Cry.
and Far Cry. Shout out Far Cry.
I
Maybe
mean,
we
he,
get like ad advertisement. In
Yeah,
this?
definitely. So you make money with this stuff. What Far Cry is it?
Far Cry, New Dawn.
Ladies and
Shout out
gentlemen,
Far Cry New Dawn.
yeah, go pick up Far Cry New Dawn at your local video game store.
Bob says it's the best and encourages everyone to get it.
Definitely,
Good.
man.
Good ad break.
Definitely, yeah. All right, so let's just go right into this upcoming draft.
Where do you want to start? Kyler Murray,
There's
trade, the Giants.
start with Kylie. He's projected number 1 overall.
I think Kyler to Arizona with the 1 pick, barring anything crazy, you could switch that from pencil to pen now. That's especially with the, like I said before, with the Josh Rosen rumors, because now they know there's interest in Josh Rosen.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much arguing with that.
I saw a team already offered a
It was
second
the
round.
Giants.
Yeah, it was
they
the-
came out with that today.
That they offered a second
It was
round.
Giants
definitely
offered
the
a
Giants?
second, yeah. I don't know. Don't take my word for that.
I heard.
definitely, but
I
I'm
saw
pretty
someone
sure
say
it was the
like
Giants.
rumor of it.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Yeah, no, I saw that. Like nothing's
yeah.
set in stone. I'm not an NFL insider.
I mean, I
They
could.
give them the 17th pick. That's the worst thing they could do.
All right, trading Odell was one of the worst things we could do.
No,
Yeah,
they
that's-
letting
want to give
Snacks-
him the
worst
17th.
follow-up.
Letting Snacks go for a
Imagine
5th
losing
round.
that pick that you also traded for Odell.
We let
just
Landon
for Josh
walk.
Rosen.
We got rid of
Josh
Snacks for a 5th round, and we traded Odell. The Giants aren't smart. I don't know how to get this through anyone else's head. I could definitely see this happening. Them giving up the 17.
No way.
It's not a good idea, but I could see it
I
happening.
think they should give up the 17th.
The fan base-
Not for Josh
The fan
Rosen.
base would absolutely. If
You
if
think
they're
they're not
giving up the
erupting
17
already with the OBJ trade?
No, they already are. But like literally, they will be past livid. Like they will. The maddest you could possibly see a group of fans
I really
would be
don't.
the New York Giants fans.
I really don't think they can do anything to infuriate the fans more, unless they get rid of Saquon. Getting rid of Saquon in the rookie contract would be worse than the OBJ trade.
Definitely.
That's it. I don't see anything else that would piss off the fan base more.
Yeah. Okay, so we think Kyler Murray definitely goes 1 to the
1000%.
Cardinals, right? 100%. Number 2,
Niners.
Niners. Who we thinking?
Nick Bosa if he's on the board.
Yeah.
If
You
not,
think the Cardinals would still take him over Kyler?
If it's not Kyler, it's Nick Bosa.
Okay, then
I-
you have to look
I
at it
think-
this way. Say Nick Bosa goes 1.
if Nick Bosa goes 1, no, then I don't even know.
Where does
Probably
Kyler
Quentin
go?
Williams or Josh Allen goes to
Quinn,
Niners.
it's gonna be. I could
And then
almost
at-
guarantee you it'll be
if
Kyler
Nick
to the
Bosa goes
Giants.
1, it would shake up the whole board because this
Not
whole
really.
time,
He was
it would.
projected one
This-
from the start.
Yeah, but this whole time, these past couple weeks, Kyler Murray's been number 1 on the board on almost everybody's board.
I don't know,
Almost
man.
everybody's. And it's
I'm
always
telling you-
been Nick Bosa at 2.
Well, what's interesting that could happen, which I haven't seen this anywhere, this is just in my head, but if Nick Bosa goes 1, the Niners aren't taking quarterback. Kyler Murray's not on their radar. So it's Quentin Williams, Josh Allen, or maybe a trade. Then it comes to Jets. You guys could shop that 3 to the Giants with the 17. And then I don't know if they're taking Kyler Murray, but there's been talk that they want to draft up to get Dwayne Haskins. And that's not a terrible trade. 3
I
for
feel like they're
17.
drafting up, though, because
No,
they believe that
There's been
Dwayne
talks
Haskins
about
is the
that.
next best
Yeah.
option
The Giants-
besides Kyler. If
I,
they trade up to the 3
I
and
want Kyler
all
Murray more
quarterbacks
than
on the
anything.
draft board, I really feel like they'll take Kyler Murray.
I want Kyler Murray more than anything, but
Yeah.
I really don't know if they will take him. If he's there, I don't know.
They
It's-
definitely should.
Mm-hmm.
They, like we said multiple times before the Odell trade came out, our offense has too many skill positions,
That would
or just all stars at the skill position that running a pro style offense is just not the best.
You could
We
run
need
like
to-
some crazy shit. I
Yeah.
was saying before, like with Odell, Sterling Shepard, Evan Ingram, Saquon. I mean, it's not gonna happen anymore. Throw Kyler Murray in there. Run like some crazy college bullshit, like a wishbone offense. Run something crazy that nobody's seen before. Force defenses to have to make a separate game plan just for the 1 to 2 times they play you a year. You go crazy.
Right.
Fucking Baltimore did that to some extent. They just threw this whole different dynamic at defenses. They had no idea what to do.
Right.
They went on a tear in the second half of the season. It's not gonna
Well,
work
Lamar
forever,
Jackson
but-
went 6-1.
Yeah.
Regular season that lost
Dude's
in the
the GOAT.
playoffs. I mean, it's
Who'd they lose to? The Chargers? No.
it was,
Yeah, probably.
Was it
was
the Chargers?
Yeah.
And the Chargers
Yeah.
got dumped on by the Patriots.
I mean, maybe if he had another asset, he could have beat the Chargers. I mean, it's a hard argument, but he definitely was probably the second best rookie quarterback off the board from last year and this year's season.
Who?
Lamar Jackson.
You think
I would
he's
say
the
He was the second
best?
most successful.
successful.
I'll give you that.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
I would say Baker,
You
him.
can't argue that.
Yeah, no.
Made,
I would-
honestly,
I
he
would
was the
probably-
most successful. He made it to the playoffs. Nobody else did.
Yeah,
almost
Baker.
won the
I mean,
MVP.
Baker had some great
It
stats.
depends. If you're talking individual or team-wise, because they went to the playoffs. I mean, the defense
Team-
heavily
Lamar
carried
Jackson
it.
didn't
Yeah.
play nearly as many games as Baker. I don't think.
I'm not saying like they're comparably, but I'm saying team success.
What was-
Lamar Jackson had more success? They went to the playoffs. Like get cut and dry.
Who was
Baker had the better individual performance. I'm not arguing that.
I mean, one other thing is,
And-
if we wanted to get really technical, look at who Lamar Jackson faced, and look at who Baker faced in their season span. Lamar Jackson only had 7 games, but he won 6 out of 7 of them.
Yeah, if you're
What was
talking
he
about
playing?
win percentage,
Was he
too.
playing
Yeah.
like 6 of the bottom
Yeah.
teams, or like?
I just had such bad deja vu, and I'm bugging out,
About what?
And deja
break number
vu?
2.
of me sitting back here looking at Jake in a sleeveless with us doing the laptop and the Little Caesars commercial with the bacon.
You sure you didn't just see that like earlier before? We're going on what? 30 minutes right now?
Oh, maybe.
Oh, maybe.
I don't know. Maybe was it the Little Caesars commercial with the bacon?
There might have been a
My
Little
back's to
Caesars
the
commercial,
TV, I
but
have no idea.
Back to some
Reverse
football.
ad break.
We got the Jets here now. If we're thinking Nick Bosa at 2, right?
well,
Well, yeah. So if Nick Bosa goes too, the Jets.
You guys have a weird situation.
The Jets are weird because they've been talking about shopping it.
Yeah.
But
Here's the
on
thing, though.
board,
I mean,
I don't know.
if
You
they
could take
think
Josh
they have
Allen
that much
if you
of a
want
shot
an edge rusher.
to get Nick Bosa, they're gonna hold on to the pick, and then if they don't get them,
If they
don't get him.
I
You have 10 minutes to make a trade.
I think that's the strategy at this point. If you don't
Yeah,
get
it's-
Nick Bosa, you can
Realistically,
trade back.
they have this set up. Like they have teams on the phone like, look, if we don't get Nick Bosa, like we're calling you for a trade. It's not just like they got 10 minutes. Like fuck, we got to do something.
Well,
And they'll still get. I mean, you're probably gonna get other draft
You're
picks.
calling the other 29 teams in the NFL. You're like, hey, you want the 3 pick? Someone's gonna
Yeah,
bite.
exactly.
Especially with 10 minutes, someone's gonna bite. You're not gonna get the best offer, but you'll find something.
Because at that point, you only have 2 of the top players gone. You still have a list to choose from. And you obviously, especially your first round pick, if you have that one person that is your dream person to have and you're too far down in the first round, that 10 minutes you get that call, you're gonna offer something big. I mean, you pretty much have to if you think there's a player that's gonna completely change your organization.
Yeah.
And you have 10 minutes to decide. I mean, less than 10 minutes probably because they have other teams they're calling.
You're not calling right from the jump.
Exactly. You're gonna offer something that you know you could get that pick for.
Yeah.
So I mean, the Jets will obviously work out great for that. Any team that the Jets offer the pick to, I feel like are gonna work out if they have that one player they feel like is gonna change their organization.
Side
The
note,
Jets?
I've got
Yeah, the Jets and whoever they would potentially trade the pick to. I mean, trading the pick to the Giants,
Right.
if
Or
you know,
honestly, any team that needs a quarterback.
Well, here's the thing.
Or loves Dwayne Haskins. Really. If you think about it.
I'm not in that club.
Yeah, but there might be a team out there.
If the Giants trade up to the third pick and both quarterbacks are on the board and they draft Dwayne Haskins,
Especially
I'm throwing a riot.
yeah, no,
I'm
I mean
setting
that
this
is
town on
the
fire.
Especially
that
if
is the
Kyler goes once,
stupidest-
might want to trade up, you know?
Kyler goes one.
Oh no,
trade up.
yeah, that's acceptable. What I'm saying, if Bosa goes one and it's Arizona, no, Arizona's one, and who's second? Second is
Niners.
the Niners, and they take Williams.
Yeah.
The third pick is open for anyone to trade up to the Jets or trade with the Jets for it and draft their quarterback. If the Giants trade and take Dwayne Haskins, that's what I'm saying is the problem. Because if that whole situation plays out and they don't take
You're talking about we
Kyler
trade
Murray.
up and don't take Kyler if he's available?
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
that
would
is what's
infuriate
going
me.
to absolutely erupt, the city of New York and all the fans.
Realistically, what I think the Jets are going to do, I think they're going to keep the 3 pick. I think they're gonna draft Quinn Williams at the 3, and they're going to draft linemen later on in the draft, and they're going to sign a decent edge rusher for some decent money.
Who's on the market?
There's
It
there is some decent guys still on the market.
Side note, Eric Berry's still available.
Ndamukong Suh is still available,
That's true.
who in the past was almost a Jet, but the money didn't.
Well, I heard someone.
I think it's definitely a safer move for the Jets to do that, but it also could be the more beneficial just because, you obviously get Quinn Williams, who's going to be who everyone expects to flourish in the NFL, and then off of that you could sign, maybe a little bit bigger name of a defensive player to support that. But go ahead, Kyle.
Ziggy Ansah's
Exactly, that's someone.
still free. I got top free agents right here, just throwing names out: Eric Berry, Ndamukong Suh, Jay Ajayi, Ziggy Ansah, Demaryius Thomas, Michael Crabtree, Jamie Collins, Glover Quinn, Trey Boston. What happened?
Glover Quinn's a big guy.
I think he said he signed somewhere. This is old. This is from this morning. Zach Brown, Des Bryant, if he goes anywhere.
I mean, Achilles
Safarian
tear,
Jenkins.
that's kind of...
TJ
He was
Yeldon.
working out with Des Bryant was working out with Jamal Adams the other day.
They always work out together.
That's-
Players always work out. Another side note I wanted to get in before.
I love Jamal.
I'm looking at,
Shout out Jamal.
again, ad break number 3.
Shout out Jamal Adams, my man.
I'm looking at CBS Sports prospect rankings, and they've got Dwayne Haskins at 13, Kyler Murray at 14, and DK Metcalf at 15.
They have a 1. 2.
Quentin Williams, Josh Allen, Ed Oliver, Devin White,
Ed Oliver's another huge guy.
Montez
That
Sweet.
the Giants, I
Jawan
think, could
Taylor.
get at 6.
Who? Ed
Ed
Oliver.
Oliver.
Look, I'm not
Which
going to
is
shoot.
what I'm saying. If they do trade the 17 for Josh Rosen and get your edge rusher at 6, I think it's not that big of a fail.
I'm not shooting anyone down, any position down, because we literally need anything except a wide receiver. Like, that's it. And a running back. Like, we literally need everything else. O-line, D-line, linebackers, D-backs, a quarterback,
Oakland's at 4.
or tight end. We're good with tight end.
Evan Ingram's
Correct.
the best.
Oakland is at 4. Oakland's stacked. They have 3 first-round picks.
Who do they take at 4? Whoever the Jets don't take.
Best player available, bro. Or even shop it.
Who would they
I
shop
think-
it to?
Whoever.
So
wants
here's
it.
the thing.
You could throw it out to the highest bid.
I
Here-
feel as
here's the
though
thing
you
with the
would
Raiders,
shop- You would shop the other 2, not the first one.
That's what I was going to say. A lot of people
Depends what you
question Derek Carr's ability and his performance.
Bro,
Do
I
they
will let
do
you
they
go.
draft a quarterback now at the 4 spot, trade their other 2
They want Kyler.
first rounds for
the
something?
Raiders?
They want Kyler.
I heard that.
Well, if they want Kyler, you have 2 later first rounds and an early first round.
They're gonna trade
I think
What's-
John Gruden
what's-
just hates Derek Carr. I think that's the
Well,
problem.
that John Gruden is a whole nother story because you trade Khalil Mack and Amari Cooper in the same year.
It's just so hard.
How do you
to
think
find a pass
Antonio
rusher.
Brown's gonna do?
I think he's gonna do about the same. He's still gonna be dominant.
Derek Carr's not a bad quarterback. He needs a
I
receiver.
put Derek Carr on Ben Roethlisberger's level right now.
Derek Carr's better than Ben Roethlisberger.
I think you're underestimating Ben Roethlisberger.
I think I should.
I think,
I'm not saying he's a GOAT, but dude gets it done when he has to.
Yeah, I guess.
and historically, his offensive line has slowly been decreasing in value, as well as some of the skill positions and their defense.
No,
So-
their skill positions are fine.
Their skill positions
Well,
have been fine.
Yeah, but I mean now
You got
losing AB and
Just
everything.
get guys
AB,
getting
Juju.
shipped in there. Le'Veon, AB. Now you just have
James
James Conner
Conner.
and Juju.
James Washington isn't terrible.
And you got AB in the what, 5th, 6th round?
6,
That's crazy.
Late round Jim.
You know, and he was
Tom
so
Brady
good.
went like almost
6.
last
Tom Brady was
round.
6th as well.
Yeah.
He was set to take
He's
up
so
baseball.
good. Really, if you think about it, in that trade for AB, it doesn't even matter that they got a 3rd and a 5th or whatever the hell they did get, because they drafted him in the 5th, and he was so good for them. All he did was cost them money. Draft picks
He won
didn't
them a
even
lot
matter.
of games.
Yeah, exactly. But they,
But
they
I
he
mean,
wanted to move
if you're
on
looking
at
at
that
from
point.
the franchise record,
At that
he
point,
didn't
it was
get them
just
the
like,
overall goal.
It was just a neutral thing that they just were like, you know what? Yeah, it's time to move on.
I don't know if it was neutral. I think that was just AB showing up to week 17. I want out. I'm not trying to be those guys on ESPN that are like, oh, he's toxic in the locker room. Fucking.
So we're gonna keep on rolling here. Finish up our first episode. So
Kyle was talking about old men on ESPN.
Yeah, I was pretty much talking about. I don't know, unless I'm wrong. If you guys know anything about? I don't know where the hell the notion came from that OBJ is toxic in the locker room. Because people on ESPN love trashing him about it, but then you see like players on social media like Sterling Shepard and
Saquon
OBJ.
loves him.
I
They
mean, OBJ,
take-
Saquon, like
they
love
take-
this guy.
Few instances from his behavior on the
Throughout
field.
everything,
Bro,
Eli
it's-
and
even
blame
says
him.
he's the best
It's
player.
it's the Cam Newton treatment. You see like flashy black dude who's good and loves to celebrate and is like kind of cocky, like oh I don't like him.
Yet when they're
Why?
losing, gets angry and shows his physical emotion on the field.
Like,
Oh, all right, that's wrong.
dude picked a
He's
fight with a
terrible
kicking net and lost.
right.
That shit was hilarious.
Yeah, but like they use that as an example of he's immature, he's a bad locker room guy. No, he's just emotional about the game he's getting paid to play. I
Good
mean,
job, bro.
yeah, he's getting paid to perform, and if his team isn't performing, 9 times out of 10 he isn't performing as well.
I mean, if I'm on
So-
the Giants in their current stat, I'm pretty not happy too.
Yeah, I mean,
Especially if I'm a generational talent, like no argument, top 3 wide receivers in the game. Like I'm just getting wasted.
So who do the Bucks take at 5?
The Bucks 5. I'm not paying attention. Correct. What do they need? Who's on the board? Defensive guy.
defensive guy, a somewhat stable universe quarterback.
Yeah.
It's
Is Ryan Fitzpatrick still with them?
yeah,
No,
he's not.
signed somewhere else. He signed with the Dolphins.
I thought
Pretty sure he signed with the Dolphins.
wasn't it?
I'm going to the internet.
I don't know. I'll take your word.
Somewhere. It was one of the Florida teams. I think it's the Dolphins.
2 year, yeah.
Dolphins?
2 year to the Dolphins. So it's just J-Mo. Famous Jameis and the crab legs.
I mean, yeah, Fitz was doing some Fitz magic, but he proved that he still sucks. And Jameis Winston did not prove anything special.
Him and Nick Foles are just a plague on the NFL. I hate them. People think they're so great. They just step in, do good for a couple games. They're usually trash. I hate it.
Speaking
hate
of Nick Foles and good old Jaguars.
Bro, the fucking Jaguars competed with themselves.
What
to
pick
buy
are they?
him out.
8?
I don't even know, bro.
7? Aren't they right after?
Jags are 7. Oh yeah, they're right after us.
Yeah. 7. Who do they get?
I'm gonna just say defensive guy for almost everyone. There's,
I mean,
within the top 10,
obviously, right?
who
Yeah,
else is there?
right, right.
If you don't need a
Sick.
quarterback, it's an edge rusher or a linebacker.
It's really. I feel like it's going to be a defensive guy until the first person, whatever quarterbacks guys.
It's
until
an
Metcalf.
edge rusher or a linebacker within the top 10, unless you
Maybe
need a quarterback.
lineman until Metcalf. Like you're not going to see a lot of skill guys. This isn't the draft.
There's those two. There's that one corner from LSU, Greedy Williams, who he's dope.
Yeah,
I kind of fuck with
definitely.
him. I don't know who exactly secondary work. Maybe the Raiders at 4, but I think that's
Jets in
a
the corner.
stretch.
If they trade
At
back.
3, no, I take back the 4. Yeah, if they trade back at the 3 or 4, no. Lions maybe pair him up with Darius Slay at the 8.
Hiccups. What?
I said Lions maybe at the 8. Pair him up with Darius Slay.
Oops. Lions have the 8 pick?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's going to be a defensive draft really all the way.
Yeah. Bills 9, Broncos 10, Bengals 11, Packers 12.
Those are all. The
I don't know,
Bengals are the only real one that you could really consider. I was taking a quarterback, I feel like. Those other teams are going to go really
So
defensive.
you don't like Andy Dalton?
I don't think the Bengals like Andy Dalton.
I don't think anyone likes Andy Dalton from that top.
You can't be wasting time with Joe Mixon. He's good talent.
Oh, AJ Green.
I think they want to trade AJ Green. I think they should trade him to the Jets.
You think everybody should trade to the Jets?
Absolutely.
What are we gonna give up for him? 3 pick?
Darren Lee.
Darren Lee for AJ Green, straight up trade. You know what?
Darren Lee.
Think that's
The
gonna go
third
through?
pick. Trade back and a second or third round
Maybe.
for AJ Green in their second.
He's gonna get turf toe in week 2, and you're never gonna see him again.
AJ Green, whatever pick they have the 9 or
Who?
the 10.
The
Bengals.
Bengals have the 11.
So we trade back to the 11. They get the 3. We get AJ.
You think you're swapping 1 picks and getting AJ Green?
Yeah, dude, absolutely. AB went for a third.
But
Like-
you think you're swapping 1 picks? I don't think they're gonna
AJ
give away
Green
AJ
isn't
and
like
then 1 pick.
AJ Green at most is valued maybe a second or third round pick.
That's crazy. AJ Green to me is at least a first rounder.
Dude, he's like getting old. He's like closing out of his career.
That old.
Like
He has had injuries,
listen.
though.
If you're
As
talking
small as his
Every year,
injuries
Duke
were,
gets turf toe and he's out for half.
if you're talking the Jets trading for Mike Evans,
but
like
that
someone who's
appreciates his
young,
value, so you can't expect much for him.
If you
I'm
If you're
still
expecting
expecting
him to be out for half the year, that you're losing so
exactly,
much potential.
he's old. He's getting old, and he's been banged up his whole career. It's just not going to end well. I don't think. I'd rather risk the first round pick for someone like Mike Evans, someone young who just like needs a better quarterback and will fit into the offense. I think that would be
saying
sick.
they should trade for. I don't think you guys need a receiver right now. If
You said
I'm
just-
trading away big assets like your 3 pick, I'm not going for a receiver. I mean, I'm using it to either fix the O line or get more pieces.
Still, I think
Unless you package that receiver in with other shit.
they've made the right moves, and they're just gonna kind of add the pieces. This season should be interesting.
Quincy's not that bad. You got Jamison Crowder. Lev's gonna open up the offense. Sam Darnold develops.
Yeah, I think
It was a
definitely-
big free agency year where I really feel like free agency is just going to carry most of the swing for teams. I mean, besides a few handful of teams,
I think
it's-
we're still yet to have seen a couple big trades. I feel like a couple shake-up trades might happen.
Well, shit happens on draft day.
Yeah.
I was gonna say we should do something where we like play Madden.
Do you want to?
commentate.
You gotta like
Talk about
film it.
guys.
You gotta film it.
the whole podcast on the draft though, as it's happening, talk about each pick and if we feel it's the correct
I
pick for
will.
that team.
Oh, the viewers at home their speakers will shatter if we draft Dwayne Haskins over Kyler Murray. I will throw a riot. It will be fantastic. Stay tuned, people.
I think they'll sense the house burning on fire if the Giants draft Dwayne Haskins.
You can smell it through the speakers.
We'll have
Well,
the sweet smell of burgers and a house burning
This would be
down.
pretty incriminating evidence, though.
Where we at? All right, we reached that point.
We're gonna call it
No, so Kyle,
what? Oh yeah, correct.
you and me.
Wait, new segment for the people.
Well, this isn't a new segment for you and me. For a couple of years.
For me, it's
two-year
new for
trip.
me
All right,
because I've been
well,
thinking
I'm
about it.
explaining to the people the situation.
All right. So explain it, but you want to let
Yes.
Jake go first because he's new to it.
Yes, I'll shut it up. So, me and Kyle for a couple of years now have mentioned athletes who we think we'd love to sit down with and have a nice dinner and conversation with. Someone who
Genuinely good people.
sit down, nice suited dinner, different courses, drinks, sit down, very formal, and just, cocktail hour, hang out with them. So we thought we'd add a segment here where we each pick an
Am I starting?
Solidified. Yeah, who you got?
Drew Brees.
Drew?
Absolute.
I think we're gonna run through a lot of
absolute
people
stud.
we've said, but I think we
Absolute stud. I mean, breaks
yeah.
the passing record. Big family guy. You know, lives in New Orleans.
Big
you can have
guy.
a lot of fun in New Orleans
Big
with him.
Vicks guy never has a
Exactly. Big Vicks guy. You
Never-
want to stay
never
healthy?
has a
You want to
cold.
stay healthy? You go with Drew Brees.
That's really
Drew
great.
Brees is number one, of course.
Is it Vicks or NyQuil? He does like Bank of America.
Does the
too.
Vicks? I think
He was a lot. What's the? He
There's
has
the
the one
commer-
with his son
His son
kicking
breaks
the football.
the window. Yeah. But there's the
Drew
one where he
Brees,
takes like
big family guy.
NyQuil before the game. Talk
Before
about-
the game.
Or like he has like a game or something. He takes like NyQuil the night before, so he can
Yeah.
sleep. Good commercial guy.
Hey,
Great
great
for
all
people.
around guy. You're trying to say you wouldn't want to have dinner with that man?
Oh yeah, he's
All
up
his
there.
commercials you can talk about.
See now, I have a name. I was gonna go heavy guns. I think it was the first name we said. Derek Jeter.
yeah.
Just
definitely.
class
I
act.
feel like I'm overthinking it.
Dude's the captain.
Yeah.
I don't think I have to explain it. He's got the whole Ford website he had for a while with video games for like kids to play.
He was dope.
Dude rode the subway to a couple games. New York's pride and joy.
He was dope. He's the man. Absolutely. Yeah.
Go
Has a solid starting lineup of girls.
of slam pieces.
Oh yeah,
Was in the other guys.
he was in the other guys. Yes, he was. Big actor.
Add the resume, bro.
Huge actor.
Add to the resume. You have a side note. You ever see like the video? I mean, they didn't go anywhere, but his last season, the hit when he had the walk-off hit. I like cry when I watch that. I think that's so dope. He was so cool.
He's the man.
We have been doing this for 2 years. If you can't think of a name, you're crazy.
I feel like I'm overthinking people. I mean,
Definitely are. Trying to come up with a big name for the first one?
yeah, I feel like that's what I'm doing. I definitely would invite Tim Tebow to our dinner.
I was
feel like
thinking Tebow too.
That's someone I would definitely invite. You know, he's always been that good guy. I always looked up to him in college. He was the man.
Mm-hmm.
He obviously doesn't play football anymore, but he does a lot of like charity stuff. He just seems like a good guy. He always commentates NCAA football, and he just seems like a good guy. I would definitely invite him to our dinner. Would like to sit down and have a talk. Are we going another round, or are we just doing one?
We'll throw one each episode. But who do we want out of the three? We got Drew, Derek.
Who we think goes?
Do you want to make it interesting? Are we allowed to repeat names?
What do you mean?
Like, say if one of these three don't make it in, are you allowed to bring them up next episode?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so
Well,
losers can come back.
Yeah. All right. We'll just keep it at that. So I mean, are we gonna go around and say who we think?
What we should have done is we should have voted 3 each, and then we each choose 3 to agree on total.
3 people per episode?
Yeah.
You want? I can keep going if you guys want to keep going. I could throw.
Yeah, we should do that.
I know nice people. I could throw nice people.
We should do 3 and then vote on the top 3.
Okay, so Jay,
It
you want
gives
to
us
keep
more
the
of like
rotation?
people to pick from, and it gives us a bigger list. So
You want to keep the rotation going?
yeah, so Jake, go again.
I mean, this is more of just an obvious one of everyone wants to have dinner with him. Saquon.
Oh, that was me.
Right.
You're gonna say Saquon?
No, I mean,
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah,
came into the league a year early, signs the contract. First thing you see he does is buy his parents a house.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
you see him literally everywhere. Always has something nice to say. It's Family Guy with this slam piece from college. I mean, it'd be
Man,
great to
is
sit
she-
down and talk to him.
She wrote her ticket. That's crazy. She's sick.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm with that. Yeah.
Mariano Rivera. Opinion.
Yeah.
Big baseball heavy.
I think my 3 have voted and said who I'm gonna vote for.
So
He's the GOAT. Enter the Sandman.
he's dope. He was crazy growing up watching. Every time he entered the game, you knew he was gonna end it. So
He showed up to one of our camps over the summer and like taught kids like one of our baseball camps. It was like hanging out in the gym.
it's crazy.
He's the
But-
GOAT.
Yeah, he's a goat. Good guy. Very humbled. He was unanimously inducted into the Hall of Fame recently. Anyway, shout out to him. He's the man. Do you have someone else you want to add?
Gronk. Recent
Dude,
retirement.
Gronk would be great. I don't know.
Gronk would be a big party. I don't know if it would be a formal.
You wouldn't want to have dinner with Gronk.
He would make it. He'd make it interesting.
I'm not saying
It
like
wouldn't be very
dinner.
formal. It would start out
I'm not-
formal, and Gronk would do a Gronk
I'm
thing.
not thinking formal dinner. I'm thinking like right now who I'd want to like have dinner with. Just not like go to a nice restaurant or something. Like who I would genuinely want to spend time with.
Speaking about Gronk, Belichick. To hear
Yeah.
half the shit
Yeah.
behind that guy's mind,
Yeah.
I don't see how anyone
Dude's a
could
genius.
not want to. Yeah.
If I could look at his playbook or just have him break down like 2 plays for like 10 minutes for me, I guarantee I'd go up like 5 IQ.
How he's able to pick apart a defense or completely stop a high-powered offense.
He's a genius.
Nuts.
If you ever see videos of him on ESPN, like going back in games, and he's like, "Yeah, I saw like the safety shift over, and like this happened and that in the coverage, and I made like two adjustments to offense. Bam, we got a touchdown." Dude's a genius.
I would say I'm not going to add him, but I would say if you're going to talk about that, I would want to talk Sean McVay as well. Just offensive.
Dude's an offensive
Well,
genius.
Exactly.
With the Patriots, I feel like a great time would be sitting down with Belichick, Gronk, Brady. I mean, obviously, you'll have a little different personalities coming from it, but those, I mean,
Bro,
you think of every Super Bowl the Patriots have been in, those three have been a combination for
if I
almost
could-
all of them.
9 years.
Exactly. So they're
Gronk was
around
there for
together.
3 of them.
What's up?
Gronk was there for 3 of the Super Bowls. This year being the most recent.
He was there for the one with the Giants, correct?
No, he won 3 Super Bowls with them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Three-time
but he
champ.
only played in like 2 or 1.
He won 3 Super Bowls. He played in 3 Super Bowls. Gronk?
He didn't play in the second one. He
Oh,
didn't play
yeah,
in
you're
the
right. He was
second
hurt. Still got 3 rings. My man Josh Gordon's got a ring.
one. Anyways, is it my turn to pick?
Go.
This is the 3rd round now.
You did.
You picked.
We
Belichick.
started, so yeah, so you, and then I got him.
Yeah, I would have said Sean McVay, but I'm gonna go with J.J. Watt. Obviously,
Yeah, go.
charity guy, did so much. Great guy, good defensive player. He's kind of, in my opinion, not obviously what he used to be, but still just someone you definitely would want to sit down and talk to, hang out with. In my opinion, I would definitely
Yes.
have dinner with.
Nice dude.
So, yeah, that's my opinion.
Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson's
It's a great pick as well.
Yeah, we've definitely said his
Dude's
name
got
before.
a step
We've
kid.
talked about it. Yeah.
Dude's got future son as his step kid. Good family guy. Really sticking with the Seahawks through rough times. Shows up to Yankees spring training just to hang out.
Yeah, he's dope. He's a man. If he got traded to the Giants, how would you guys feel about it?
Ecstatic. That'd be sick.
Yeah. Russ to the Giants would honestly,
Those
besides getting Kyler, that would be
Yeah.
the all-time best.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
All right, so out of those people that we mentioned, we got to pick 3 of them.
How are we doing the voting system?
Out of each of
You
our
wanna just say, like,
choices.
Yeah, each person pick 3 and the name we hear the
Or
most.
we all chose 3. Well, each person will pick their top 2.
It's gonna be a really rough system for the first podcast. I was thinking like we each pick 3 names and then whatever names we hear the most goes in.
Yeah, that's
Because I know my 3 people. And I think
Yeah, I know mine.
I got to think of mine.
only one of them I said.
That's right. We had 2 of the same people, right? And Saquon and
Well, no, I didn't pick Saquon. You picked Belichick. I said Gronk.
Well, no, I know I
my
said
3.
Saquon, and you were gonna say.
I know my 3 that I would definitely want to have dinner with.
Do we want to? Are we sticking with the order?
Yeah, Jake, say your 3.
Do you know your 3?
Yeah.
Who you got?
It's hard, just because Belichick is a genius.
Go.
Drew's one of the best quarterbacks.
NyQuil.
Saquon, he's a Giant. I'm a Giants fan. I'd probably have to go Belichick though. To hear what he had to say about everything he's done, I mean, with Tom being on the older side of the quarterback and still being able to get that team to a Super Bowl consistently with realistically teams that aren't made up of all-stars, I would like to hear what that guy has to say.
Dude had like Deion Branch as his top target in like 2012.
Yeah, it's nuts.
What would you say? I thought we were saying 3.
Yeah, you got to say 3, Jake.
Yeah, we're each gonna pick 3, and then like the names we hear the most get put in. So what else you got?
So who'd you just say?
He said Belichick.
Belichick. Now pick another 2.
From
From anyone.
Anyone
from the
that we
pool.
said.
We got 9 names out. Well, 8 now.
and what were your 3s for both of you guys?
I said Russ,
Wrong.
Gronk, and Derek Jeter.
I said.
Jeter definitely.
I said. JJ.
JJ, Mo,
No.
and Tebow. I got the memory out here. Nice.
So who'd you say? Jeter.
Belichick, Jeter, J.J. Watt.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, like you said, Jeter's the captain. He is.
Goat.
Yeah, really. For a city, you look back on like all the sports teams from New York City.
He's the captain.
Yeah, he by far. No one. Maybe Mark Messier for the Rangers comes close, but it's Derek Jeter. And then just what J.J. Watt did when, Houston with the flood.
He was
and
always donating.
Yeah, he's always donating, always doing something off the field, and his on-the-field performance is absolutely insane. So those are my three.
I just swallowed my pretzel. So my three. I think if I'm trying to have a good time, my three right now, no disrespect to the other options, I would love to also have dinner with all those guys. I think we picked great guys, but I think Derek Jeter definitely. I would say Gronk, and then I would say Saquon. I think we would have a great time. I think those guys would be definitely the people I want to spend the night with together.
I'm Jeter, Saquon, and Mo. I knew once I heard you said Saquon, then you said Mo. I already said Jeter. I was like, I have my three. It doesn't matter who else is said.
Yeah. So who we say it was definitely
Jeter went 3 for 3.
Yeah.
The boys in there.
Jeter went with 3.
We're putting 1 or 3 names on the list. We got Jeter,
Saquon,
2.
and then it's either.
Wow! Imagine that name next to Jeter, Saquon. That's crazy.
2 New York legends, baby.
Legends, Saquon's second year.
No, it's either Gronk or Belichick.
How are we gonna do that?
What
Or
is the
Mo.
option?
Right now it's Mo, Gronk, and Belichick because they all got 1 vote. Who else did we say?
I think that was it.
Yeah, because I said Mo once.
I said Belichick.
I would say Belichick. So it's just Belichick. Belichick's obviously just
Billy B. There's our names.
All right, guys. Good talk.
Good cast.
Definitely
Good first start.
Good start
Definitely
to the
glad
Garrett
we
and Friends
finally
cast.
did that. Finally glad we did that. Thank you guys for listening, and peace out. Good night.